Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, guys. It is Wednesday, December 1st, so we're into a new month as well here. Couple quick announcements, guys. Going back to Monday, if you have not yet completed the Charlemagne and Vikings notes and submitted those, they are now marked missing. All right, so it was formative. It's part of your grade, so I would go back and double check them. You're also going to want them for tomorrow's quiz that we're going to be having as well. So make sure you have those Charlemagne and Vikings notes done and turned in. Okay. From yesterday, we worked on the chapter 13 terms. Those are due today. All right. The due date, I should say the due time is tonight, 11:59. Most of us, I think, or a lot of us finished them yesterday and started submitting them already. If you haven't submitted those yet, get them turned in today. All right. They'll be marked missing tomorrow. All right. So make sure you get those things in. Real quick, as far as our agenda, take your attendance question. I know some of us took it on Tuesday, on yesterday. Some of us didn't. So go in there real quick. I just want to see that you're there, that you're actually doing something. All right. So go in there and submit your attendance question quick. And then you have a couple things, and we'll go through Schoology here in a minute. But there's a couple little video clips. They're about 4 minutes each, about feudalism and about medieval knights. And then you'll be getting into a feudalism activity today. All right. So let's go ahead, guys, and take a look at what you need to do on Schoology here. All right. So we come in here, your update page here. We click into our materials and you come on down to week 6, or excuse me, unit 6, week 1 again. And you can see we are on to Wednesday here. So December 1st, we click in. And the very first thing, like I said, guys, is take that attendance question. It's just a one-word answer or one answer quiz. So you just answer yes, and you're good to go. That way, I just know that you're at least like engaging with what we're doing here. All right. Watch these video clips, guys. Specifically, this one first. Watch the one that says, "What is feudalism?" It talks about what feudalism actually is. It gives us a good idea of what it is, what it was used to describe, and then the system that comes with it. And then, if you want to know a little bit more about parts of feudalism, you could watch the next one here about medieval knights as well. So, remember, if we last trimester we talked about Japan and the samurai. Well, the knights in Europe are kind of like the samurai were in Japan. Same group, all right, same kind of class here. All right. When you're done with that, you're going to come on down here and you're going to click on the feudalism activity. And there's 2 things in there that you're going to need. Okay. The first thing in there is actually the second document down here. It says feudalism. It's kind of weird lettering here, but feudalism, manorialism notes and articles. All right. There are some notes in there that you are going to want for tomorrow's quiz. So you can use them on the quiz. They are already completed. You don't have to go through and complete the notes. They're already done for you there. In addition to that, you also have the articles that you're going to need for today's activity. All right, so if we take a look as Cami loads things up for us here, you can kind of go through and you can see here's the notes right here. I open kind of in the middle. So the notes, we go through and it gives you some information about what are we looking for when we talk about the vassals and the landowners and medieval life and manorialism, and then feudalism is really what the larger idea is here. And then it gives us an idea of what the life was like for people who were the peasants, the people at the bottom of this system that the knights were there to protect. All right. And that's what we're going to get into then for our activity. You can also see down here, we're going to be looking at what was life like for someone in the medieval ages who was a serf, so a peasant, versus what would life be like for someone today who might be homeless or between homes at this point. All right. And so we're going to take a look at that. And then we've got some articles for you down here that's going to help you. You're going to be looking specifically at 3 different topics. And so your articles for that are right here. And you're going to be able to look at what is life like for a serf back then in that topic, and what is life like for someone who may be homeless today with that topic. All right. And there's 4 different topics. And so we're going to come back here real quick and I'll click on the other activity here, the way you're going to actually write down all your information is right here. This is what you're going to be submitting. And so you can see today we're going to look at 4 different areas about someone who is a serf or someone who is homeless. All right. And so you can see there it says read through each scenario for the serf and for the present day homeless person, and then answer the critical thinking questions below. So the critical thinking question that's right on the article, you're going to answer it right here in this space. All right. So you'll read about food, you'll read about the serf. You'll probably want to highlight some information. Then you'll read about the modern day homeless person, and you'll want to highlight some information. And then you're going to answer the critical thinking question right here. So if we go back real quick to food, that's our first one here. All right, so we can find the critical background information here on someone who's a serf, someone who is homeless, and then the answer, or the question I should say, is right here. Which individual, a medieval serf or a homeless person today, do you think has a better situation regarding food, and why? And so your answer to that question is going to go right here. But you have to give us a reason why you chose it. So you might say, well, I believe someone who's homeless has a better situation. And then you would have to use your information that you highlighted here about the homeless person that would actually give us that information as to why you think they have a better shot of getting a better aspect with food. Okay, versus someone who is a serf. So you're reading right here your information, highlighting your information, and then you're going to come back here and you're going to answer that critical thinking question here. Use the whole space, guys. It can't just be it can't just be one word answers. It can't be just one sentence answers. All right, you have to answer the question. I believe that a homeless person, or I believe that a medieval serf have a better situation for food because, and you have to give a couple reasons. All right, and your reasons will be found right here in this article. Okay. So that's your task. When you're all done with all four of those topics, so you have food, clothing, shelter, and safety, you're going to come down to the bottom, and I want you to, in one short paragraph that's between 3 and 5 sentences, probably 3, I said short, I want you to answer the question down there. If you had to choose to be either a serf in the Middle Ages or in the medieval period, or someone who is between homes today, which would you choose to be and why? And so, again, the idea is to look at your evidence that you found and what you thought here on the other 4 topics and come up with your answer there. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your task for today. When you're all done with that, you can go ahead and submit it right here. And that's what we have. All right. So, if you are able to work with people, again, I know I'm not there with you, but if the sub allows you to work with people today, go ahead and do that, guys. You can work on that activity together. If you want to split things up and have one person do one topic, one person do the other, and share with each other, you can definitely do that. That is up to you, however you'd like to get that done. But do your best to get that done. It will be due on Thursday at 11:59. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, as always, I'm sitting here. Let me know if you have any questions. Send me messages, and I can definitely help you out. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a good one.